It's always a bad idea when I have an idea halfway through hearing the gospel reading, but talents. Different people had different talents and how they used them. And I wonder, when we've heard something really wonderful, some news, how do we react? Do we keep it to ourselves because it's so exciting that I want to just enjoy it on my own? If there's a baby coming, or we win the FA Cup or anything else, do we tell people? Do we just say, okay, that's great, I'll get really excited, locked in my room on my own? Probably we tell people normally, don't we? And what if instead we discovered that we'd got some kind of amazing ability, some kind of skill we'd never realised before, but suddenly realised we could do something? A priest friend of mine discovered sometime into his ministry he had a voice where he could probably have sung opera. He'd left it too late to develop it in some ways, but being at Mass with him is interesting to say the least. He's got this skill, he uses it, and I wonder if you discovered you'd got a really good ability for something, whether you'd tell people about it or whether you'd keep it to yourself. Imagine you've discovered you're really good at playing the oboe. Bridget hides away as she's learning the oboe at that point. Do you then play in a concert? Or do you get told, oh, you're really good, you need to play in a concert, so, okay, I'll go, but I'm going to go in disguise so no one knows it's me? Or if you discovered you're really good at football and got called up for England, which is unlikely for all of us, or most of us, I think, would you then insist on going with unknown as the name on the team sheet and wearing a fake beard and a wig so no one would know it was you? No, probably not. You'd celebrate the fact that you've got this. If we've got these skills, these abilities, what do we do with them? If we've got the talents, what do we do with them? Bridget, as I said, is learning the oboe. Did you want to talk about the oboe at all, Bridget, or you're too shy? She's too shy. Okay. When we're learning an instrument, we have to practice. That's what's gone wrong with me most of the time, when I never practice enough. We need to practice on our own at home. We need to practice with others in a group if we're playing in an orchestra or anything, or a rock band. And then we need to share it with others. If we're an artist, we need to practice drawing, or we forget how to do it. If we're a footballer, we need to practice. I remember hearing about David Beckham, the former Man United and England player, how after training he would stay behind on his own to practice free kicks, just trying to perfect it, to build up his skills as well as he could. In the gospel reading, we hear about the people given the talents, trusted with the talents, and how they reacted. Some used them with others. Some they invested them, they shared them, and it grew. One, on the other hand, took what he'd got, hid it away, so it wouldn't be lost. Okay, no risk. But actually, nothing happened much either. As someone who was a musician, maybe is a musician, I know what it's like if you don't practice. The fingers don't move anymore, or if they do move, you can't hold them down on the guitar strings because it hurts. Or if you're a footballer, you'd never get to the ball in time anyway, let alone remember how to kick it properly. If we're not using these gifts, these talents we've got, they diminish. We lose them. I remember elsewhere in the Gospels, Jesus saying, if you've got a light, you don't hide it under a bushel, you don't hide it under a basket or something so no one can see it. You let it shine, you let it be shared with others. If we have something, it is there to be shared. If we have talents, each of us has got talents, each of us have got skills, things we're good at, we've got resources, we've got money. We've got these things, we've received gifts from God. They're not there to be kept to ourselves, hidden away to be enjoyed in secret, or pretending we don't have them because we're a bit embarrassed about the idea we might be good at something. Each of us are made in the image of God. Each of us are given gifts and talents and skills and resources by God to use to the glory of God, to share with others, to share God's love. We're made in God's image. We are known and loved by God. We need to share that love with others, not keeping it to ourselves, not pretending it don't exist, sharing it with others. And we see things increase as we see God working through us, through our skills, through our gifts, through our talents. Amazing, incredible things can happen in the power of God if only we let them and accept that we need to share these things and need to work together to do amazing things. And so I was thinking while I was listening to the gospel reading, there's a song which sums this up so much. We've not got the words on the sheet. Tough, you probably know it, but we'll finish this talk by singing together. So let us let the light of God, that God's love, the talents with which we are given by God, shine in our lives, shine in other people's lives, as we do all things to the glory of God. Amen.